Welcome back to the channel, 10 fruits that help with diabetes. Today, I've got something special for you. I recently embarked on a 20-day experiment diving into the world of fruits to determine which ones are the best for managing blood sugar levels for people with diabetes. Before we dive into the results, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss out on valuable diabetes-related content. Now, let's get started. Let's break it down into 3 buckets: green for mild blood sugar spikes, yellow for moderate spikes, and red for steep spikes.
Starting with the classic banana. Although rich in potassium and vitamin B6, an average banana's high carb content 23 g per 100 grams and moderate glycemic index GI of 51 resulted in a noticeable blood sugar spike. Remember, moderation is key. That's actually not that bad, but in combination with the high carb content, bananas spike blood sugar quite a lot, and that's exactly what I could see in my blood sugar test, and therefore I put bananas in the red bucket. Now let me be clear, I'm not saying that you're not allowed to eat bananas at all. But what I am saying is consider smaller portions anytime you're eating any fruit from the red bucket. Eating half a banana is perfectly fine, but you don't need to eat 3 of them.
Moving on to apples, lower in carbs 14 g per 100 grams with a moderate GI 39. They fall into the yellow bucket, meaning a moderate blood sugar spike. Keep portions in check and pay attention to insulin dosing. When I tested my blood sugar after eating apples, I could still see a noticeable blood sugar spike, although the blood sugar didn't spike as high and as fast when compared to bananas. Therefore, we're going to put apples in the yellow bucket with fruits in the yellow bucket. I know that I can eat a bigger portion or a medium-sized portion, like one whole medium-sized apple is perfectly fine, but I still do pay close attention to my insulin dose and timing of that insulin. Grapes are an excellent source of insulin. Antioxidants plus they can be extremely useful, delicious, and refreshing on a summer day, but they can also be very sweet. One thing to keep in mind is that the GI of any fruit can vary depending on the source of the information, depending on the ripeness of the fruit, and many other factors. Grapes, sweet and refreshing, pack a punch with 18 grams of carbs per 100 grams and a high GI around 59, causing a steep blood sugar spike. Exercise caution, especially if you're insulin dependent. Can have very sweet grapes with GI close to 70, or you can have under sour grapes with GI even below 50. When I tested my blood sugar after eating grapes, I could see a steep blood sugar spike within less than 40 minutes, and therefore I put grapes in the red bucket. Now, let's talk about a winner: strawberries. With low net carbs 6 g per 100 grams and a GI of 39. They fall into the green bucket, making them a blood sugar-friendly option. Enjoy them guilt-free. When I tested my blood sugar after eating strawberries, I was pleasantly surprised. I did see a very mild blood sugar spike, no big deal at all, therefore I put strawberries in the green bucket. I'm not concerned with the portion size at all, I simply eat as much as I want. I know many people who like to blend strawberries in a smooth tea. I know this tastes great. But here is a word of warning: when you blend those strawberries or any other fruit, you break most of the fiber, and therefore you will increase the net carb content as well as GI of that fruit, and you will get a bigger and faster blood sugar spike from drinking a strawberry smoothie compared to eating just whole strawberries. Oranges, loaded with vitamin C, have 12 grams of carbs per 100 grams and a GI of 45, placing them in the yellow bucket. They're fine in moderation, but watch out for the orange juice trap. Opt for the whole fruit. Orange juice contains all the carbs and all the sugar from 2 to 3 oranges, but none of the fiber, and the GI of orange juice is a lot higher than the GI of a whole orange, so stay away from juice. When I tested my blood sugar after eating oranges, I could still see a noticeable blood sugar spike within the first hour after eating. It not as bad as bananas or grapes, but not as good as strawberries, for example. Therefore, we're going to put oranges in the yellow bucket right next to apples. These 2 fruits have very similar effect on my blood sugar. Now, you don't have to avoid oranges altogether. For my experience, eating one whole orange is perfectly fine. Watermelon, despite having only 8 grams of carbs per 100 g, has a high GI of 76, leading to a fast blood sugar spike. It looks very delicious, but what we need to consider is that watermelon is 92% water and has very little fiber, so the substances from watermelon will enter your bloodstream very quickly and accurately. Portion control is crucial, and consider pairing it with fiber-rich meals. When I ate a small bowl of watermelon, my blood sugar spiked fast, but not very high. It went from 100 to 150. But when I ate a bigger bowl, I could see spike to 20,000 seconds in only 30 minutes, although I took my insulin with it, and it's a big no-no for me. Therefore, I put watermelon in the red bucket. I don't want to discourage you from eating watermelon altogether, but please don't eat too much of it. Portion control is key with this fruit. I know we don't have many blood sugar-friendly options in the most popular fruits, but stay tuned as it gets much more interesting as we go down the list of popular fruits best. Shifting gears to avocados, rich in healthy fats and fiber. Surprisingly, they have 12 grams of carbs per 100 grams, but an incredible 2 grams of net carbs. With a low GI of 15, avocados are a green bucket choice. Enjoy them freely, but be mindful of their calorie density. I ate avocado multiple times during my testing, and it hardly impacted my blood sugar. I could not see any noticeable blood sugar spikes, not even after eating a couple avocados at once, and therefore, all things considered, I put avocado in the green bucket without a doubt. I simply eat as much avocado as I feel like eating, and I don't need any insulin for it. But one thing I would warn you about, especially if you're on a diet, is that avocado is very calorie-dense, calorie-rich food. A whole medium avocado has 240 calories, mainly due to healthy fats. Blueberries, often hailed for their antioxidants, have 14 grams of carbs per 100 grams and a moderate GI of 53. They fall into the yellow bucket, so enjoy them in moderation and consider pre-bolusing. Now, it's a common belief that all berries are a good option for people with diabetes and that they don't spike blood sugar that much. But when I tested my blood sugar after indulging in a bowl of blueberries, I could see my blood sugar spiking quickly and gradually to higher than what I would want to see. I need to pre-bolus about 15 to 20 minutes before eating those blueberries, and I need to get my insulin dose right depending on the carb count. Next up are peaches, the juicy and sweet summer delights full of vitamins and minerals. Peaches contain about 15 carbs per 100 g, and after deducting 2 grams of fiber, we get to 13 net carbs. That places peaches on the higher end of my preferred carb range, but the glycemic index of peaches is 42, which is not that bad actually, and while testing peaches, I saw a noticeable blood sugar spike, but not as steep as with fruits in the red bucket, and therefore peaches are going into the yellow bucket. I was actually pleasantly surprised because peaches did even better than blueberries. The darker the color of a food, the lower its glycemic index, and the brighter the food, the more likely it is to break down into glucose faster. And it seems very accurate because in 95% of cases you should choose darker foods over lighter foods. It will be better for your blood sugar. Lastly, raspberries shine with only 5 grams of net carbs per 100 grams and a low GI of 28. They're a green bucket option, offering a minimal impact on blood sugar. Dive into these guilt-free. But here's a word of warning: many people like to make a sauce or a jam from raspberries as well as other berries or even apricots and peaches. Now, I know these homemade jams and toppings taste great, but here's the problem of getting the gram or sauce you need to cook those berries or any other fruit. When you do that, you will break some of the fiber and you will also get rid of the water, which is naturally the main ingredient in almost any fruit. Once the water is extracted, the carb content, and especially the net carb content, will increase, and your GI will also increase, so your blood sugar will spike faster and more when you do that. For people with diabetes, kiwis have a low glycemic index, meaning they have minimal impact on blood sugar levels. They are also rich in fiber, which aids digestion and helps regulate blood sugar levels. Kiwi is an excellent source of vitamin C, which is more than the recommended daily amount in just one fruit. In addition, They also contain other essential nutrients such as vitamin K, vitamin E, and potassium. The combination of fiber and antioxidants in kiwis contributes to potential health benefits, including improved heart health and better blood sugar control when adding sliced kiwi to fruit salads. Incorporating them into smoothies or enjoying them as a standalone snack can provide a delicious diabetes-friendly option, because any fruit portion control and moderation is key. Guava, tropical fruit with distinct flavor and aroma, is a nutritious choice for people with diabetes. Guava is low in carbohydrates and high in fiber, which can be a favorable choice for blood sugar control. Fiber content helps regulate blood sugar levels and promote feelings of fullness, with beneficial antioxidants such as vitamin C and lycopene that contribute to potential health benefits. Furthermore, guava also contains potassium and fiber needed to maintain cardiovascular and digestive health. Regularly enjoying fresh guava as a snack, incorporating it into salads, or mixing it into smoothies can provide a delicious, diabetes-friendly flavor. Include this nutrient-dense fruit into your diet, as any fruit portion control is important, and you should consume guavas in moderation within a day. There you have it, blood sugar champions. Fruits play a role in managing diabetes, and understanding their impact is crucial. Remember, individual responses may vary, so always consult with your healthcare provider. If you found this information helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with fellow diabetics, and let me know in the comments which fruits work best for you. Until next time, take care and keep those blood sugar levels in check.